Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
Super, super well.
Hi, I'm Siobhan Thompson, and this is Anglophenia. Now, the extent of most Americans' exposure to great British comedy is Monty Python and all of those Richard Curtis rom-coms, but there's just so much more out there. Here are a few essential British comedians and comedy series that...
I'm sorry, I spoke with my mouth open. You guys said that wasn't good, so I'll stop. Who's Richard Curtis?
You've probably never heard of. Just a minute. This is a long-running radio panel show hosted by Nicholas Parsons, in which contestants must speak on one subject for a minute without repetition, hesitation, or deviation. The contestants, all comedians, usually have no idea what they're talking about, but have to make it sound as if they do. It's basically like a funny version of that dream where you suddenly have to give a speech naked. I have no idea whether the contestants of Just a Minute are naked because it's on the radio, but hey, a girl can dream. Harry Enfield.
So good. I have a tip for public speaking, guys. I have a tip. Who cares what anyone in the audience thinks?
Harry Enfield is a sketch comedian who started off in the 80s with a character called Loads of Money, which parodied the new free market capitalism seen in Britain at the time. Some of Harry Enfield's characters include Tim Nice but Dim, a very annoying teenager called Kevin, and Jürgen the German, who was always apologizing for the behavior of his country during the war. He's kind of like our Dana Carvey, but still funny. Peter...
So good. Jürgen the German. The greatest ever Harry Enfield, though, is the car shop. I laughed so hard. I have to cover my mouth now because you guys said it's impolite.
K.
For 1,000 years?
Peter Kay is a really hilarious observational comic from the north of England. His autobiography, The Sound of Laughter, was a huge bestseller, and one of his comedy tours was so successful that it's listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, so not too shabby then. He's never really made it over here, maybe because a lot of his jokes are about things like British adverts from the 80s and 90s, which you guys for some reason were not in the country to see. Honestly, catch up, America. I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue is a parody of BBC radio panel shows. Two teams of comedians are given silly things to do by the host, such as singing the words of one song to the tune of another and redefining words. For example, Indistinct, Where You Wash Your Dishes. It's very stupid comedy by very clever people. Morecambe and Wise. The Morecambe and Wise show was a sketch and variety show famous for its irreverent humour, silly dancing, and treating its celebrity guests horribly. It ran from 1968 all the way to 1983 and influenced generations of comedians. A lot of it is on YouTube. You should go check it out. It's still really funny. The Crankies. The Crankies are a Scottish husband and wife comedy duo who were very famous in the 70s and 80s for playing a mischievous schoolboy and his downtrodden dad. Nowadays they're more of a running gag than anything, but they're weirdly still present in the cultural ether, maybe because we're all still kind of creeped out that a husband and wife played father and son. Yes Minister. Yes Minister is about a cabinet minister and...
Excuse me, I have a cough. I can't. A+. Yes, Minister. Humphrey, amazing.
His run-ins with the civil service. It's kind of like House of Cards, but more realistic and funnier. Many British politicians have said that Yes Minister has influenced the way that they make decisions, which...
That does not doubt me. I need a napkin because I have sauce. Humphrey, that doesn't doubt me at all. Humphrey is a politician. He is openly saying what politicians probably think, but I don't think he is adding any comedic effect. It's just funny. I love Humphrey. Just go.
I totally get, because I learned everything that I know about living in New York from watching Friends. My apartment is huge and only has 3 walls. Reeves and Mortimer. Reeves and Mortimer are an alternative comedy double act who specialize in doing surreal and bizarre sketches. Like, say, a cooking show where the host's face is a piece of toasted cheese with 2 tea bags stuck in it. If you like Tim and Eric, these are your guys.
I haven't seen either.
Stuart Lee. Stuart Lee is the king of anti-comedy, telling jokes and then deconstructing them so they become a joke in and of themselves. He's also done a bunch of really great weird sketch shows and wrote the book and lyrics to Jerry Springer the Opera, which includes, among other things, tap dancing KKK members, an adult baby, and Jesus Christ himself. Cool. Victoria Wood. Victoria Wood is an extremely prolific and beloved stand-up comic and singer-songwriter. She's also written and starred in plays, films, and television, and she's won a ton of awards, but for some reason nobody over here has heard anything about her. Why? She's so good.
Sorry,
She really, really is. No, really, go look her up. Yes, I know you have time. You're watching a video on the internet. Let us know in the comments what great British comedy legends you think we left out, because there's a bunch. And subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Great, guys.
Watch this one.
Great job, guys. I gotta go rinse my plate. Bye, guys.